Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class of chemistry. I am Priyanka Rajput, your chemistry teacher. Today we are going to study chapter number 1, matter. You all know about chemistry. Chemistry is the branch of science which deals with the various kinds of matters and their structure, physical and chemical properties, and their composition. The everything around us is made up of different types of matters. Like a pencil is made up of wood and graphite, book is made up of paper, and the other things like stone, water, minerals, clay, plastic, iron, all these things are made up of different kinds of substances. So what is matter? Matter is anything which has mass, occupies space, and can be perceived by our senses. Senses means our eyes, our ears, nose, tongue, and our skin. So, if I am holding this piece of chalk, I can see it, I can feel it. So, this can be felt by my senses. This is matter. Matter is non-living and living. Both types of things are included in matter. Now, the next topic is matter offers resistance. We take an example to understand this topic. Suppose we are walking in an air storm. So, it's difficult for us to walk in an air storm. In the same way, if I am going to lift a heavy stone or any heavy thing, then it is difficult for me to lift it up. This difficulty is resistance which is offered by matter. Now, nature of matter. From ancient time to the modern time, scientists are having different beliefs about nature of matter. The ancient Greek philosophers used to believe that matter is made up of 4 things: fire, water, earth, and air. And according to ancient Indian philosophers, matter is made up of 5 things: fire, water, earth, air, and sky. But the Maharshi Kanad from India, he suggested that matter is made up of very small and tiny particles called anu, means molecule. And these molecules are further formed by very small particles called parmanu, means atom. After that, George Dalton also suggested the same theory, and he also predicted that matter is made up of very small and tiny particles called atom, and atom cannot exist independently, so it combined together to form molecules. Molecules can exist independently, and further molecules combine together to form matter. So we can say that matter is formed by molecules, and molecules are formed by the combination of atom.
Characteristics of matter. Particles of matter are very small. These particles, means atoms and molecules, are too small to be seen through a naked eye. High resolution microscopes are used to see these particles. Particles of matter have interparticle space between them. For this, we can take an example. You all dissolve sugar or salt in water by stirring it with the help of a glass rod or a spoon. When all the salt has dissolved in water, you all have noticed that there is no increase in the level of water. This shows that there must be some space between the particles of water in which the particles of salt or sugar are adjusted. So the space between the particles is called interparticular space or intermolecular space. Particles of matter are in constant random motion. Means the particles of the matter are continuously in motion, but not in a particular path. They are moving randomly in space. Under this topic, a term comes Brownian motion. So what is Brownian motion? This term was given by Robert Brown, the scientist. He has suspended some pollen grains in water and looked into the water through a magnifying glass. He observed that the pollen grains were moving throughout the water in a zigzag or irregular manner. This is because water is made up of teeny particles which are also in random motion. The pollen grains move in such a way they collide with the moving particles of water and they started moving in a zigzag path. This random motion of suspended particles on the surface of a liquid or in air is called Brownian motion. You also have seen the particles of smoke in the random motion. This is also Brownian motion. In this diagram, you can see the motion of a particle which is in Brownian motion. The particle is going in a zigzag path like this. Diffusion. The intermixing of two or more substances due to the motion of their particles in order to get a uniform mixture is called diffusion. Like an activity is given in your book. A jar full of bromine vapors which are having reddish brown color and invert another gas jar containing air over it. It is observed that after some time the reddish brown vapors of bromine also spread out in the upper jar. The daily life example you can take that while you are spreading perfume on yourself. After some time what happens? The whole room was smelling with the fragrance of the perfume. So this is also called diffusion. Particles of matter attract each other. So there exists a force of attraction between the particles of the matter which keeps them together, which holds them together so that they can form a specific structure. States of matter. The magnitude of intermolecular force of attraction, intermolecular space, and random motion of molecules, particles of matter lead to the three main states of matter. Means the state of matter depends on the three factors: intermolecular force of attraction, intermolecular space, and random motion of molecules. All of you have studied about the state of matter in your 6th and 7th class also. So there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. A solid has a definite shape and a definite volume. For example, wood, stone, iron, ice, etc. Liquids. A liquid has a definite volume but no definite shape, like water, alcohol, mustard oil, etc. And gases. A gas has neither a definite shape nor a definite volume, like air, hydrogen, oxygen, water vapor, etc. Now the kinetic theory of matter, which explains the structure, their state, intermolecular space between the matter. All the things are explained on the basis of kinetic theory of matter. The theory which reveals that any substance, whether solid, liquid or gas, is made up of teeny particles called atoms, molecules or ions, which are in constant motion, is called kinetic theory of matter. The main postulates of this theory are: matter is composed of very small particles called atoms and molecules, as I have explained it. The constituent particles of a kind of matter are identical in all respects. Means if you are having a piece of wood, that means you are having all the atoms or molecules in that piece of wood same. That means they are identical to each other. Their structure, their size, their shape, all things are same. These particles have spaces or gaps between them, which is known as interparticular or intermolecular space. As we have studied that particles are having a space between them. To explain it, to understand this phenomena, we have taken the example of salt. We have taken the example of salt or sugar dissolved in water. Okay? So particles of matter are having spaces between them. There exists a force of attraction between the particles of matter which holds them together. This force of attraction is known as interparticular or intermolecular forces of attraction. Particles of matter are always in a state of random motion and they possess kinetic energy also. We have studied in the Brownian motion. That's all for today. We'll meet in the next part of the video with the remaining part of the chapter. Till then, take care, be safe and study well.